HTML has a feature that allows you to specify a different base URL for use in resolving relative URLs. Let's make a working copy of base.html, and we will call our working copy base-working.html, and we'll open that in the text editor. And we have a relatively small file. And if we open this up in the browser, you notice there's a link to page 1. And you'll notice if you look at this link, it just says page1.html. And if you look here at our current URL in the location bar, it shows that we're in a local file system, chapter 7, base-working.html. But if I hover over this and you look down here at the bottom, it says it's looking for it on my server at ldc.bw.org/html-chapo7 page 1, like that. And that's because of this base tag here. So what the base tag does is it gives the document someplace else to base its relative URLs from. So when the browser sees this relative URL, instead of saying, well, where is my document and let me build the URL based on that, it's going to build it based on this location instead. And this location is on a different server in a different state. So when I click on this, you'll notice that it brings up this page from my server instead, ldc.bw.org/html-chapo7 page 01. And when I link to page 2, see, it's all there on the server. Back to page 1. Even when we link back to the original document, we're not at our original document on the local file system. It's on the server instead. So this is a very powerful feature. It can be a source of confusion. It can be a source of problems when you're trying to figure out what's wrong with something. I recommend that if you ever use this feature, and frankly, I've never actually used it, if you ever use it, you do so very carefully and you document it very thoroughly so that whoever comes along after you to try to figure out what happened will know. The base element allows you to specify the base URL for use in resolving relative links. This can be handy for development purposes, but I strongly recommend against using it in a production environment.